Do your health insurance vendors actually make more money when your costs go up? How can you tell if that's happening in your current plan, and what can you do to stop it? In this video, you'll uncover the specific ways that misaligned incentives are baked into most group health plans and how to find out if it's happening to you. We'll walk through the worst offenders, from PPO networks to PBMs, TPAs to stop-loss carriers, and show you a blueprint to regain control of your cost drivers. Let's define what we mean by misaligned incentives in your health plan. It's when a vendor profits more when your costs go up, and it's everywhere. For example, provider networks tout PPO discounts, but in reality, they inflate the starting prices so the discounts look generous while you still massively overpay. PBMs, or pharmacy benefit managers, they make money off rebates from drug manufacturers and hidden spreads between what they bill you versus what they pay the pharmacy. That's not cost containment, that's just arbitrage. Doctors, especially within large systems, are incentivized by RVUs, relative value units. Think of RVUs like overtime. When the doctor refers you, they get paid time and a half. The more tests, referrals, procedures they order, especially within their own health system, they make more. This lends itself to a bias towards overtreatment and keeping care in-house, even when a cheaper, equally effective option exists outside the system. TPAs, or third-party administrators, this is the administrator who's processing your claims. TPAs are often owned by or partnered with the same networks and systems they're supposed to keep in check. When the claims go up, who's going to fight it? They're on the same team. And stop-loss vendors often price aggressively upfront, but then profit quietly when your claims go unmanaged and you hit attachment points. And don't think we left brokers out of all of this. They play a role in misaligned incentives as well, but we covered broker misalignment in last week's video. So if you missed that, go check it out too. Here's how crazy this looks in other industries. Imagine a manufacturing company paying their safety vendor more when accidents happen, or a trucking firm whose fleet mechanic gets a bonus for every engine failure. It's absurd, but that's how most group health plans are built today. Let's break it down again. PPO networks are structured to profit on volume, not value. They negotiate discounts on paper, but they rarely audit outcomes or pricing. Doctors refer within their own system because their comp plans reward it. PBMs, they may tout big savings, but many make more when you buy higher cost brand name drugs. TPAs adjudicating claims inside networks that they're financially tied to. That's like your bank auditing its own fraud claims. Nothing to see here. And stop-loss vendors, they should be aligned with your cost containment goals, but if they're just passively paying claims, they win when you lose. And when you're in a fully insured plan, you're not even allowed to see behind the curtain. Even level-funded health insurance, which promises more control, can still fall victim to these same traps if the plan architecture is built on misaligned partners. So what would it look like to flip the script? A PBM contract with zero spread and shared savings on generic conversions? A TPA that proactively reviews claims and is rewarded when they reduce waste? Stop loss that shares risk and reward, like in a captive health insurance model? Transparent, bundled pricing from providers. These plans do exist. They're built around self-funded health insurance, level-funded insurance, and especially captive health insurance models when designed properly. But most employers don't get access to these strategies because they're stuck in outdated contracts with vendors that only win when they lose. The trick isn't just switching funding models, it's performing a full health insurance review that surfaces every hidden misalignment in your vendor stack and coming up with a strategic plan to address the misalignment. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The status quo is costing you, even if your renewal looks flat, because if costs are going up and no one's fighting it, they're probably profiting from it. Now picture the alternative. When you take control of your cost drivers, eliminate misaligned incentives, and structure your plan for true cost containment, the results, they speak for themselves. Eliminate misaligned incentives across your vendor stack, pay a fair amount for high quality healthcare, improve your EBITDA and budget predictability year over year. This isn't just a better benefit strategy, it's a smarter business strategy. Your competitors are still playing defense, you could be playing a whole different game. That's why we created the Benefit Cost Containment Blueprint. It's a 9-step process designed to transform health insurance strategies for mid-sized businesses, reducing risk and expense while delivering the benefits that your employees deserve. We help you expose hidden incentives, realign your vendor contracts, and choose the right funding model built for long-term savings and control. It's not magic, it's just good business strategy applied to healthcare, which honestly is long overdue. At this point, you understand how misaligned vendor incentives quietly inflate your costs and why your renewal staying flat doesn't mean your plan is healthy. This isn't just a healthcare issue, it's a business issue. And if you're still in a plan where vendors win when you lose, the damage is deeper than you think. DM or email me the word vendors and I'll send over our vendor evaluation worksheets, no strings attached. You can see on paper if your current partners are aligned with your success or just riding along as your budget is forced to increase. We created the Benefit Cost Containment Blueprint to help mid-sized companies like yours eliminate waste, restructure contracts, and finally gain control. You don't have to wait for renewal season to start fixing this. DM or email me vendors today.